Well, the nice thing about this is you've got this list of answers over here, so definitely check that. I'm not going to do all these, but f of g of x and g of f of x and all those kind of things. If you've got the x's down here and the numbers up here, this basically means plug 2 into g. And if you do that, it's pretty easy. It's a 1 over 1. So g of 2 equals 1. But that still means we got work to do. That means now I got to plug, since I know that plugging 2 into here gave me a 1, I now have to take the 1 and plug it into f, which means I'm going to square the 1 and multiply by 3, and just make sure you got your order of operations down. Okay? Square the 1 first. Don't multiply 3 times the 1, then square. That would be very wrong. So that's a 1 times 3, which is 3, and the 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, so the answer is 1. I had to pick the easy one, right? Well, let's go to something a little bit more challenging. So I want to plug in -4 into the h equation, and I find that there are 2 x's in the h equation. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'll get back to you later there. Hold your horses. So I've got 4 times -4 squared, and I've seen you do crazy things with this here even this year. Okay, and I don't want that to happen. 4 squared is 16. It's a positive 16. That's what I got to do first. That's the order of operations. So now I've got 4 times 16, which I'll do in a second, but a -2 and a -4 is a +8, and then plus a 6. So 4 times 16 is 64, and 64 plus 8 plus 6, 64 and 6 is 70, so that's a 78. h of -4 is 78. What do I do with that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Plug it into g. And g is simply take a number and divide it by 2. So I divide 78 by 2, I get 39. And that's my answer. G of 78 equals 39. So g of h of -4 ultimately, after going through 2 separate problems, gives me an answer of 39. And that's, again, an answer that's over here. So, and then we get into the g of f of x or whatever, okay? If we look at this, and I'll do 2 of these maybe. G of h of x, instead of approaching it from the inside out, we're going to approach it from the outside in. Because this is saying take g, the g function, which is this, and in place of x, place an entire other function. So in this case here, I've got something over 2, and I suggest using parentheses. Anytime you've got an x, replace it with a set of parentheses. And in that parentheses, then go investigate, see what it is you're plugging in. Well, here it's just h of x. So that's a 4x squared minus 2x plus 6. Now, since the whole thing is divided by 2, I'm just reducing everything. I'm dividing each by 2, so I end up with a 2x squared minus 1x plus 3, and that's good enough. K of f of x. Well, f of x is this equation involving a square, and then this k is just this. So this is saying take the k equation, which is the outer guy, and plug that into the x variable. So that'd be 8 minus 2 times something. That something just happens to be the f function. Okay, so in place you're putting a 3x squared minus 2. So distribute the -2. I've got 8 minus 6x squared, and then the -2 and the -2 give me a plus 4. Creates a like term situation there. 8 and 4 give me 12, so 12 minus 6x squared is what we're looking at.